Hello, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona, and hopefully today with our bets, your bets, it's going to be another profitable day for you. Wednesday, September 17th, Major League Baseball slate. So interesting slate of games. On Tuesday, we get into Wednesday. If you're new to our show, welcome. All of our shows on YouTube brought to you by the world's #1 sports betting app, Outlier. Not only going to give you great bet ideas, great hit rates, where the books have the money coming in on, plus they're going to odd shop for you on all the books that you are currently signed up with. And you can make all your bets from one spot on multiple books to get you the best odds period. Outlier 7-day free trial. You'll find it in the link in the comment section and always on our YouTube channel page. Discord channel available for all of you out there as well that want to take advantage of that. You want us to do all the research, give you all the plays. It's just worth it for college football alone. You can also find that link in the comment section of this episode as well on our YouTube channel page. All right, let's get started. If you're new to our baseball show, we do only fade or follow 4 teams. That's where we play our personal plays. Cubs, Dodgers, Royals, and Orioles are the 4 teams that we get heavily involved in. No sweat, though. If you're interested in another game, we are going to give some plays on those as well. But we stick with the core 4 for baseball. Just so many games in so many days, in limited amount of days. It's the only sport that we kind of limit it down to, but it is absolutely necessary for baseball for us, or we couldn't eat, we couldn't sleep. So let's get started. We got day baseball all over the place, and we start off at 12:35 Eastern time frame. Cubs, Pirates, Boyd, Avedo. So we had a great pitching matchup yesterday, and Paul Skeens actually got the worst of it. Cade Horton comes out and deals once again. Skeens gets touched up for early, but we're way under the 7.5 that we told you guys on that particular game there. And Pirates under team total was also very, very, very good. And even though Michael Busch had a homer and 2 doubles, he did go under half a single. So, so interesting enough in that one. All right, this game here, we got pitching matchup. Matthew Boyd, Avedo. Matthew Boyd did not pitch well in this last one, in his last start. Avedo, there's 2 guys in this Cubs lineup. They're both first of all, Horner is smoking hot right now over his last week. Michael Busch is hot as well. So we're going to play both those guys. We do like the Cubs to get the victory here. I just think they can score more runs. I mean, even though their offense hasn't been spectacular, it's been good enough. Cubs money line -1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Cubs over 4.5 team total. Cubs -0.5 a run, first 3, first 5, first 7 innings. Then we get we got 2 hitters, same 5 bets apiece. Nico Horner, Michael Busch. Home run, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases. I understand Nico to hit a homer is definitely a long shot, but we'll take a long shot in that game. Next game up, Reds, Cardinals, Paliente versus Singer. Smells like a lot of runs in this game too, doesn't it? 1:15 Eastern time frame. Well, what do you think here? Reds, Cardinals, Reds, Cardinals, Reds, Cardinals, let's see. I mean, normally Reds, Cardinals game, I'm going to think scoring. Yesterday there wasn't that much, surprising though, but Abbott did lose again. Man, he was so good to start the season. It's just not been the same since. I think they get away with a 3-0 game in that one. I think this game goes over. It's at 8.5. Paliente and Singer both give up runs. Reds do struggle a little bit on the road to score, but I think they should be able to hit Paliente today. Give us over 4.5 from 5, 8.5 for the game. Also would lean towards the Cards in this one as well. It's about a toss game or a toss-up game on the money line as well. Next game up, 2:10 Eastern time frame. We get to another one of our core 4 teams, and that is going to be the Orioles in Wells. Martin Perez for the White Sox. Orioles, no shot after yesterday's demolishing of the White. Well, they didn't demolish them. They got up early and gave a bunch of leads. 8-7. We told you over in that game. It was 7.5, and they both almost covered it by themselves. So no sweat overs is what we like to see. This game here, totals also at 8 in this one. even though it's a left-hander going for against the O's, I once again I like the over 7.5 in this one. Over 2.5 first 3 innings, 4.5 first 5, 6.5 first 7, 7.5 for the game. Orioles over 4.5 team total. White Sox over 3.5 team total. They finally get home after struggling for 4 straight days. We're going to play Teal for the White Sox, Holiday, and Mayo. Same 5 bets apiece. Home run, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, and 3+ total bases. Everybody hit for us yesterday. Mayo was awesome yesterday, so even the guy that struggled all season long even got home in that one as well. And that next game up, Giants and Verlander against Brandon Pfaadt and the Diamondbacks. About a toss-up game here. This one at 3:40 Eastern time frame. Arizona day games are normally pretty weird. We live out here in the Phoenix area, so we see a few of these. These things normally play out a little bit different than what we anticipate. You know, Verlander, though, has pitched extremely well lately. Brandon Pfaadt's pitched well enough. Total in this one is 9. I think the total in this game is way too high. Under 4.5 first 5 innings, under 9 for the game. Also like the Giants here just a little bit as well. Probably money line front 5 in that one there. Next game up, 4:05 Eastern time frame. Lord versus Waldrop. Braves are another big favorite here. So what do you do with the Braves here? Waldrop was absolutely dominant for like 6 weeks, and then all of a sudden got blown up. Lord normally gets blown up. Honestly here, total's only 8.5. Probably another over game, over 4.5 front 5, 8.5 for the game. Slightly lean here to the Braves as well in this one. Next game up, Jack Flaherty and the Tigers and Gavin Williams and the Guardians. This game, 6:40 Eastern time as we get into the night schedule. I mean, to be really honest here with the Tigers, they're playing for number 1 seed. They do lose to the Guardians in extras as the Guards scored, 4 runs in the 10th? We had a low-scoring game till it was 3-3 going into extras and 7-5. So that Tigers bullpen once again letting them down. Flaherty's pitched okay. Gavin Williams kind of makes me a little nervous here if you're a Guards fan. That's why the discrepancy there in the line as well. We expect the Tigers to get this win here. Give us Tigers money line front 5. Tigers money line for the game. Gavin Williams over 2.5 earned runs. I like Gavin at home lately, but not on the road. But Tigers over their team total, I think probably all really play extremely well in that one. Next game up, A's, Red Sox, Giolito, Barnett. Red Sox, no surprise, pretty sizable favor here, about $1.80, total at 9. Red Sox still fighting, still going for that wild card, for the wild card. The good news for them is they are still 2.5 up on Boston, and we're getting down to the last 11 games of the season, so it's going to be a little hard to make that up, I think. They're a half game behind Houston, 2 behind the Yanks, and definitely the Toronto has taken over this thing. Detroit is 4 games back, is what we were kind of talking about the race here a little bit as the Phillies wrapped up the NL East. So maybe are they playing for anything? They're only a game behind the Brewers for the number 1 overall seed. So even though they're 50 runs down in run differential for the year compared to the Brewers, but getting back off of that little high horse there. We do like the Boston in this one. Give us -0.5 front 5, -1.5 for the game. Boston over their team total as well. I think all of those play extremely well in that one. Next game up, Padres, Mets. All right, so Michael King got beat up in a game that I thought was going to go under with 2 offenses can't score. All of a sudden, the Mets come out and score, 8 runs? And we missed a game here as well. We'll get back to that game in just a second. The Padres are so hard to figure out. This game's David Peterson, Nick Pivetta, 7.5 is the total. I still think under's the play here with these offenses. You can't trust them on a nightly basis. Under 3.5 first 5, under 7.5 for the game. If you want to lean to a side, play plus 1.5. I think you probably pick either one. Maybe we get a close one there. And then we got, what do we got? 7:05 Eastern time. Seymour and the Rays hosting Gaussman and the Blue Jays. Blue Jays get a win on Tuesday, coming into Monday. We told you the Rays' record at home was barely above 500, which is not normal for good teams, right? So I think the Blue Jays get another win on the road here. They kind of extend this thing out, and maybe they get to sit some guys for the last week, the way this thing's kind of going. Give us the Blue Jays here. They're about, $1.30 favorite only. Money line front 5, money line game. Blue Jays over team total. I think all of those play extremely well. Next game up, 7:40 Eastern time, Woodruff and Soriano. So Soriano on the road has been pretty good, really good all season long. And the Angels seem to score more runs on the road as well. But Woodruff has struggled. He has not been the Woodruff we know. Brewers got a 9-2 win with Freddie Peralta. That one was pretty, nobody expected anything different in that game there. Angels, Peralta's been their best pitcher all season long. We're going to take some Angels action here. They're pretty sizable dog in this one, too. Give us Angels plus 0.5 front 5, Angels plus 1.5, Angels over team total. I think if Woodruff continues to struggle, the Angels are going to take advantage of that. And like I said, Soriano pitches pretty well at home. Brewers under, if you get 2.5, probably 1.5 front 5 might be worth the play, team total as well. So, in that one, 7:40 Eastern time, the third of our core four. Mariners and the Royals. So I did not expect to see as many runs as we did on Tuesday. That was crazy for a Royals game to have that many runs. I thought it was the Chiefs playing in that one. It was wow. Mariners came out, big dumper, hit a couple bombs. Julio Rodriguez is hot right now. Out of all those runs, though, Eugenio Suarez, which was our biggest play in that game, under 1.5 total bases, came in no problem whatsoever. But that one was crazy, and more crazy in that one. This game here, let's give you all the plays here for the Mariners and the Royals. Mariners money line, as it's Cole Reagan's first start back in quite some time as well. Mariners money line, as they're about even money. We're going to play them plus 1.5. I know it's a little juicy for some people. Minus 1.5 and minus 2.5. Mariners over 4.5 team total. Mariners money line, first 3, first 5, first 7 innings. Only one hitter in this one. We're just taking Julio here, home run double over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases. Next game up, Twins, Yankees, 7:40 Eastern time frame. I know everybody's excited, right? Can't get enough Twins and Yankees in your life. Twins win 10-9. Wow. Matthews gave up a bunch like we thought. Over was definitely the play in that one. Yanks are a monster favor here. They should be, to be really honest. I do not see much of a way here unless the Yankees just do not show up offensively to kind of play the Twins with Taj Bradley on the mound. This one's Yankees, but we are going to get a little more aggressive here to stay away from the juice. We're going to play minus 1.5 front 5 with Luis Gil on the mound, minus 2.5 for the game. And then Yankees over, if you can still catch it at 4.5 team total where it's not too juicy, is probably the best plays in that one there. Next game up, Rangers, Astros. What is going to happen here? DeGrom, Christian Javier. So we got what? Game 1 gave us Astros 6-5 win. Texas scored 4 in the 8th to kind of make that game relatively close because it wasn't. Merrill Kelly got beat up. Merrill Kelly has not really pitched has not had a great game for the Rangers whatsoever since being traded over. The Rangers bullpen continues to be a problem, as it always is. There's problems in this one, but DeGrom is one of their better ones. They're $1.25 favorite, roughly. The Rangers are. We'll take the Rangers here. It's not something I absolutely love, to be really honest. This is one of those games we'd stay away from, but we promise you we'd give you at least a couple plays in every game. Rangers money line from 5. Rangers money line for the game. Rangers over team total. See what happens in that one. Next game up, Marlins, Rockies. So they got over. We told you it was a 10 total. Take it down to 9.5. They got to 11 in that one. They also got over 5.5 from 5 in that one as well, I believe. Let me take a quick peek. No, they only got 3. Sorry on that one. So I think we're looking at the total finally went to 10.5. Ryan Weathers and Brown in this one. I think both teams can score against the other. I don't think there's any team that's like monster dominant in this one. I mean, the Royals are bad, but the Marlins are better, but not by leaps and bounds better. Not like they should be a minus 400 favorite better, right? Like some of the teams going into Colorado. I'd stay away from the money line in this one. Let's go to the total, over 5.5 from 5, over 10.5 for the game. Then the series of the weekend, or the start off the week, I guess I should say, Phils, Dodgers. Phils did wrap up in the National League East last night. Congrats on that one. As the Dodgers laid down over the last month, that helped. They get a 9-6 win over the Dodgers. The Dodgers finally put up some runs and still not enough. $400 million payroll, but the Phillies have a big one as well. I mean, this game here, let's look at the pitching matchup. Blake Snell, who we like, and Luzardo, who can blow up at any point. Luzardo normally struggles more at home than he does on the road. But we do like the Dodgers in this spot. Blake Snell holds down majority of this lineup. Schwarber's got a home run against him, but he's like 1 for 9, and that happens to be a homer. But in that one, let's give you all the plays in this one. Not a ton as we normally do, but Dodgers money line minus 1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Dodgers over 4.5 team total. Dodgers minus a half a run. First 3, first 5, first 7 innings, and we're just going back to Teoscar again. 1 hitter in this one, 5 plays apiece. Home run, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, and 3+ total bases. All right, that's a rundown of Major League Baseball for September 17th. If you like what you're seeing here, make sure you like it. You make a comment, give us a subscribe to the channel, share it with a friend, all of that kind of stuff. And all of our episodes on YouTube brought to you by the world's #1 sports betting app, Outlier. 7-day free trial available in our comments section of this episode and also in our YouTube channel page. Not only are they going to help you find great bets in all the sports, not only are they going to tell you like where the money's coming in on the books on those bets, not only are they going to help you odd shop at all the places where you currently have books with, but you can also make your bets from multiple books in one spot, store all your bets there. That way you can keep track of everything so you don't got something sitting over here for a few bucks, something sitting over there for a few bucks, and you don't even know what the heck you had for the day. So you can track how the heck you're doing. Like I said, check out that Outlier app. They think you'll like it so much, they'll give you a 7-day free trial. Also, private Discord channel is available. Reason to get on the Discord was example number 1 was today. I put out college football for the weekend already. For that, Thursday night football will be out tomorrow for the Discord. You're going to get ahead of line moves, juice moves, all that kind of fun stuff. Like, we're going to play Formula 1's also coming up this weekend. That's only on the Discord. We don't put that out for public consumption. And WNBA, we might dabble a little bit in the playoffs here, the first round. To be really honest, there's already a couple injuries and stuff like that, but you're going to get baseball. You're going to get basketball when it starts up here in the next month. You're going to get football, college, and the NFL. You're going to get all that stuff. You're going to get tons of plays. So many plays, you're going crazy. Plus, you get early access to the episodes that we do put out by joining the Discord. You can find that link in our comment section as well as the YouTube channel page. Make sure you check that out. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on our next episode.